everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup in the NFC North between two of the best in the league to do it. It's A.J. Green going up against Antonio Brown. So with that, let's get up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Williams to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident of.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On third down, Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Over the middle here to Coates. It's a pickup of 21. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up second down. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover. Because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That's caught at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Big Ben going to take it himself. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Bengals. 72 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll run it with Hill. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Williams to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Easy.
Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run. It's Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. D'Angelo Williams taking it in. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Partner, I was working the Buffalo game when A.J. Green got hurt on, I believe, the 2nd snap. and never came back. A hamstring injury, couldn't finish the season, fell just short of 1,000 yards, which is something he does each and every year.
And that broke his streak of 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. So you're right, he does do it every year. That was Week 11 against Buffalo, wasn't it?
Week 11, unable to make it back, but still voted to the Pro Bowl.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And able to find Green. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and sneak it here. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Okay, got them halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeff Driscoll taking it in. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 63 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. First down, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And McCarron will try again on second. To the left side here for Eifert. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think in a lot of ways, Tyler Eifert is happy to wave bye-bye to 2016 because of the injury issues. Got hurt in the Pro Bowl, missed the first 6 games of the season, and then couldn't finish the year with another back injury.
Yeah, and the one that hurt, that Pro Bowl injury, supposed to be such an award for the great year he had a season ago, and just never really got things going this year, did he?
Such a difficult matchup, especially in the red zone. Look for a big bounce back in 2017.
Give him 13 on the pickup there, and it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Again, here's Bernard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And now they'll throw it with McCarron. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Here's a direct snap to Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a cutback, right sideline. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with McCarron. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's McCarron. To the left side here for Eifert. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now McCarron. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And
he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Williams to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The play clock's running down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. Third down here. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down following the run. They'll go again with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball. They just expected him to pick up a first.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run again with Bernard. Shreds the tackle, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And ready for 3rd and 6. Green alone out to the right. Play action to Bernard. Now McCarron. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Green alone out to the right. To throw is McCarron. And able to find Green. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A road win in the next.
Said tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age, just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guard, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play, our way.
Would rather be me.
All day,
we don't see defeat.
Did we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of them that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
You try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. Kick it!
got the best intentions. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing. People singing, rices throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Yeah.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the best route-running receivers in the National Football League. It's Julian Edelman going up against Antonio Brown. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Brown, the lone receiver left. Now a play fake here on first down. Sammy Coates has it complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Ben on third and long. He's got time. Hard throw, incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Caught, left side, Bennett. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Brady. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Brady now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a man who was briefly a Steeler himself. This is LeGarrette Blount. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blount taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
This is Bell on the dump off. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Surveying the field. He's going to... And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part. On offense, right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4, and that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
Brady will try again on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Throwing now is Brady. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Floyd, the man in motion left. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They try again with Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Brady gives now to Blunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
And LeGarrette Blunt just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. I mean, the yards were pretty good, 1161. But when I think in New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, that to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman from 10 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were locked to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. If they get the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations, they can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Now Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. They find some open field here. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. 1:52 left to play in this second quarter. Back to Heinz Field after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So after the INT, it's Brady. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a New England first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Brady to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions. And, boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a fifth-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
He's got the hook up to Floyd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, it's Brady. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's 3rd down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Now Brady again. A dump off here to Bolden. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. We have hit halftime. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's got time in the pocket, eluding the pressure right. Goes right side, complete to Grunt. Now the ball comes loose, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock winding down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Ben to throw again. And he's got his tight end. It's Green for the Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. It's Floyd on the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Brady will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Finding time. Steps away to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brady to throw again. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Brady. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time. He'll rifle, and that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 67 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage, so now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this, and got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
35! Check it out!
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. This will be caught at the 2. A big play there for the Patriots. 31 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now Brady again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. They'll get 32 yards there. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be taken. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And the Patriots gearing up to go.
more than just a little. I be shutting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. Yeah. And my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. But she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? It's about to get done in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all to get done. It's just somebody good old flood, watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Wilson's Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle. And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches. 65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. On second down, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh. Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field. Offense needs 11, have to think pass here on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. There's good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly. Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands, speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wilson again to Rolls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Wilson on second down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson, 28 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
All right, here we go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 78 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On second down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the interception, here's Wilson going to Rawls on the dump off. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right and able to find Graham, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. There's Wilson to throw, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Well, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got time in the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Sammy Coates has it complete. And they got 29 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On second down, it's Bell. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it with Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Martavis Bryant from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have done?
And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys need is a chance, and they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going up feet.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Roethlisberger finding time. He's going to air one out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. In the slot on the right is Graham. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, They have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 49 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
15 yards there on the catch and run. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And it's up and good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Williams to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Defense showing blitz. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They come out here in the I. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Easy, Sue. Hurry up, let's go.
They run with a fullback Nix. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And quickly they get to the line.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wilson, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun on third down, Wilson going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, 85 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd down following the run. And the D looking like they may blitz. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And credit the tackle to Cliff Avril.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The give is to Bell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Time running out here on the play clock. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, let's go. There you go.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They come out here in the eye.
These two. Corner. 50. Jackson, left side.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. In the slot on the right is Graham. Wilson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off, William Gay. And that...
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate.